We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can shine together. We can all just fall apart.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face-Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face-Off Hockey Show. What? With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Big shooting stars. There he goes.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes.
Here's your host for the Face-Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Well, we're living in a new era, folks. I'm not talking about the hat company. We're living in an era where the NHL is much like the National Lampoons going on a Vegas vacation. That's right. Our lead for today, NHL is going to Vegas starting 2017-18.
Best
hot takes.
Kept
Who's got
secret ever.
Who's got the hot takes? Come on, where's the hot takes?
I had hot cakes earlier.
That's
actually.
close. That's close.
Yeah,
Shout
is
out
that
Jim
close
Palmer.
enough?
Yeah, no, that's close enough. I like hot. See that everyone's like, you know what? They should start a thing called a hot takery, and people just go to a bakery and just instead of getting bread or anything like that, they just have hot takes.
I actually found in my week of searching things around Lackawanna, I found two diners. One is a Denny's. I found the golf course, and I have a tea time for Friday afternoon.
Right.
And I found a Little Caesars on the way to the hotel.
Oh, pizza, baby! Look at you.
Yep. Picked up some Maryland slash. I picked up some Delmarva beer.
I like Delmarva
A little flying dog, a little dog fish head, some Duclaw, and some Heavy Seas. So a bunch of different varietyness. I have some snacks coming for Jen.
Good thing I'm bringing my hockey bag as a travel bag.
I have some snacks coming for us. And I may or may not have got us a bottle with an engraving on it.
Interesting.
I did. I'm not going to Vegas. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm not going to Vegas.
No, it looks like you're going to State College there by the hack over your shrubbery.
I'm not going to Vegas. Yeah, that's not mine.
Not
going to Vegas.
Not going to Vegas? I don't know, Rusty. I think you're going to Vegas.
I'm not going to Vegas.
We're all going to Vegas. We're all going to go to Vegas. We're going to be the local radio team.
Wasn't that what ended Chevy Chase's career? Because Vegas vacation was terrible.
Community. First off, I'll dispute that to the day I die. That is the hill that I will die on. I enjoyed Vegas vacation mostly because the bass player from the Wonders was in there. He had aged a day.
So that's why you liked it.
Exactly.
Had nothing to do with the movie. It was just him.
It was just him. He was there. And wasn't what's her name in there? Juliette Lewis. Was she not in that movie, or was that was the one before? I know that. I know it was Christmas Vacation.
She was one of them.
It wasn't Juliette Lewis. I thought it was what's her name from Anchorman? I thought it was
It wasn't Applegate.
Yeah, I thought it was Applegate.
No, it's not.
No, I don't think it was either.
Well, fun then.
I mean, maybe she was the third one. She was not in European Vacation, that's for sure.
Randy Quaid before he went full crazy.
But let's be honest. You should have seen it coming.
That was it. Marisol Nichols. Marisol Nichols was her name.
No.
She was Aubrey Griswold. Or Audrey. She was also in Scream 2, Big Mama's House 2. Wow, she's a sequel queen.
Trifecta.
Yeah.
The only other thing that she could be in is one of the Tyler Perry movies, and she's in Gold.
She was in 24 as Nadia Yassir. Cold Case. She was in Cold Case. Resurrection Boulevard. Anybody? No.
Nope.
No.
All right.
I do remember Nadia Yassir though.
Yeah. That was she was Aubrey in Vegas Vacation, or Audrey. Why do I want to say Aubrey? I'm thinking of Drake. Anyway. Yeah, there we go.
Good.
All right, sweet. Anything else in your findings as you were packing?
No, I have a Travel Studio will be fully packed tonight. I checked to make sure that I had all the wires. I actually have a duplicate of some of the wires just in case. I threw some small to bigs in. I have a big to small in. I have 3 microphones. I have a laptop, an iPad. Yeah, I think that this will be the first trip that we've taken in quite a while where we haven't had to find a Radio Shack.
Yet.
Yeah, you know what? That's true.
I have not looked yet to see if there's a Radio Shack near the hotel.
Uh-oh. Are they still around? There's
one in Glen Burnie.
They were up in Canada and they were just dying.
Speaking of dying, the Sports Authority in White Marsh Mall is going out of business.
Oh, they all are, brother.
Everything is 40% off. I know, but it was one of the cornerstones of White Marsh Mall, so I'm trying to figure out how exactly that's going to work.
Well then. Yeah.
It had its own entrance.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But yeah, they were all supposed to go out of business by Memorial Day.
Well, this one's
I
still
don't know
around.
how that one survived.
I think what's occurring, there are actually signs in there that says that new shipments arrive daily. So I'm assuming that when other stores close, they just we didn't sell all this shit. Let's send it to White Marsh. See if they can sell anything before they close.
The closest Radio Shack to us could be closer than we think.
It's in the hotel.
What? There's a Radio Shack in the hotel?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
No,
We're
I'm just
done.
kind of making that up.
Well, shit, boys, we figured this one out. Actually, no, I think there's one. It looks like there's one that says there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that say permanently closed of the 7 in the area.
Yep. That might be most of Buffalo, though.
It's true. 10 to 8 p.m. are the hours.
I like how Greg and Sean Leahy are scoping out the joint for us, though.
That's good. For us or for everybody?
I mean, they're talking to people. They're finding places to eat. They have a place for the party.
Yes, party's gonna be fun.
I mean, all in
Nothing
all,
else just to see Sean Leahy.
I owe Sean Leahy
To
2
see
drinks now.
him. 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. I went double or nothing on the Italy-Ireland game today, and Ireland won 1-0.
Wow.
Yep. Well, Italy already won their group, so.
Mm.
But I do appreciate the Irish fans still being around because they are fantastic right now, singing to French women and all sorts of stuff. You should look them up. If you guys haven't looked up the Irish fans at the Euro 2016, do it. Find YouTube clips.
All right, Dad. That's your homework for the night, kids.
Make it so.
Find the Batman. Wait. Whatever.
So yeah, outside of that, week was pretty normal. I only worked for 2 days. I watched the U.S. soccer team play a couple times. My grandmother had a 90th birthday. I took pictures. And I took off work today so that I could pack for Buffalo, but ended up having a photography gig this morning as well.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
All the pictures.
All of the pictures. All of the lights. All of the lights. Well, in that case, we will defer to Mr. with a C.
Yeah, I was also at that grandmother's 90th birthday party, which was a riot. Good times.
Not a Euro 2016 riot, though.
No, I mean really nothing is except for Euro 2013.
Right.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Other than that, I don't think we really did much of anything. Other than that,
How's the boomer doing?
he's back here. He's doing well. He's tired today.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. Well, he played with dogs all day, so I wouldn't feel
That'll
too
do
sorry
it.
for him.
That'll do it. That does it with me all the time. You play with dogs a little bit, next thing you know, bada boom.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, that's how
You
Jesus
sleep like
intended.
a dog.
Hey,
Oh, wait, what?
you what? Sweet.
So, yep, and I got my. Remember the Bluetooth headsets we were talking about last week?
Oh, nice.
Yes. I
They
got mine
arrived.
today, too.
Look at that.
I got the red as well. They're pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, I haven't tried them yet, but I've put them on and they're comfortable, so there's that at least.
They're comfortable. Mine charged up really well and synced pretty easily. I did not read instructions, and I still got it taken care of.
Very well done. It's
Yeah.
like you've done this before.
Yep, true story.
But yeah, that's about all I got. Scotty?
Well, I finished up 10 straight days of work, so that was a thing. It's interesting working in a hospital, especially on the weekends when there's nothing to do. Literally nothing to do. You're sitting there for 8 hours stealing money with wage increases because you're working on a weekend and different hours of the day. It's amazing.
That's perfect. That's the life.
Yeah, are you arguing about that?
No, I'm just stating fact. So in that case, that's, just basically getting mo money. Hopefully not mo problems. You know what I mean? So there we go. And yeah, it's been about it. Working and getting ready for this trip. Talked to the Pipsqueak last night, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she likes metal and punk music at the tender age of 9.5 years old. So I'm like, all right, she's on the right track somehow. And then yeah, we just talked about stuff and things and stuff. And a funny thing, Canada, their schools, or at least in Calgary, their schools end on Friday. Last day of school is Friday. Whereas in America, the kids have been out for at least 2 weeks now. So
Actually, around here, they haven't really been out. I think this week was their first week out for us, at least near our house, at least.
I know my mom's been off for 2 weeks, and that's Arrow County. So Arrow County is where I go for Arrow County. There's no hockey this week, so Cavs won. Shout out to the Cavs.
That's right, they did.
I actually have a number of friends who are Cleveland sports fans, believe it or not, and I couldn't be happier for them right now. They've suffered long enough.
Here's my question to you: Does that mean Adam McClure is hopeful now?
That's a good question. I would say probably.
Oh,
So,
It could only inspire hope.
To bring up Adam McClure, he showed up to the USA-Ecuador game on Thursday, decked out in some USA gear. It was quite literally the first time I've ever been with Adam McClure, and the team that we were rooting for won.
wow,
I'm not surprised.
that's pretty tremendous.
So we broke that.
You gotta broke that streak. Gotta like that. Nothing wrong there. Yeah. So other than that, there wasn't much to do because I worked all the way through, so couldn't do much of anything else. And now here I am, getting ready. I gotta start packing after the show. Maybe take a little nap and then drive an hour down to Fargo. Oh, it could be a rough one driving down to Fargo to catch a flight. Thanks, United, for being $250 cheaper than Delta. So there's that. That's really all I got. Nothing else. Oh, I'll wait till Mark gets back. But the University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks unveiled their new logo.
I saw it.
Oh my God! Like, I don't know, Johnny. I don't know.
It's fine.
It's terrible.
It's fine.
I don't know. What's fine to you?
It's fine. It's a logo.
It's a logo, but it's like a.
It's fine. At least they're not Cougars.
That's true. You're not wrong. I don't like their motto. New name, same North Dakota. That motto's kind of shitty.
We're just not fighting anymore.
No, they're fighting. They're just not Sioux anymore.
Uh,
They're Hawks.
they're fighting hawks.
So
All right, yeah, I saw it. It's crap.
yeah, it's bad. It's not good. It's not good.
I
Where's
like the mock-up already on the jersey, though, on the hockey jersey.
Like that's SPHL level mock-up on the jersey, brother. Listen, you're not gonna turn me on that one. That looks fucking that looks like it's from the garbage, man. That is terrible.
Terrible.
That is terrible. That's just terrible. Steph Curry, he's terrible. Him and that team, terrible. They lost LeBron James. That's just terrible.
They didn't win a game after they announced the Steph Curry white shoes
That's true. Those are pretty bad shoes.
after Under Armour
Yeah.
did that. Golden State did not win a game after that.
The Jerry Seinfeld shoes. I gotta update my iPod too, or do my iPod stuff, so I have music to listen to on the road.
Yeah, I'll be on the road for 6.5 hours tomorrow.
Nice.
On
be
the
on the
road
road
again.
For an hour and then in air for 6 hours. So that should be a hoot of a time, a hoot and a holler.
I did get the add yours and Lyle's name onto the other rooms, by the way.
Beautiful. You are a godsend.
So hopefully
I
you
was
can
going to ask that as a post-production thing, but screw
get
it.
in.
We'll do it live. Screw it. Cool. So that's good. That's good because I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to go to the hotel and then check in and go from there.
At 1:30.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, by the time I get my bags, it'll be 1:45, and by the time I get there, it's probably going to be like 2. If they ain't done cleaning by 2, man, fire them. Just fire the cleaning crew, hire new ones. God damn it. I mean, hell, I gotta leave before checkout time, so let me credit those hours from that side over to the debit side. So I have to figure out when I'm leaving too. That's another thing I should try to figure out is when my flight leaves Sunday, because that would be pretty crucial as well.
Yes, I agree. I can get in a car and drive back on Sunday
Oh, aren't you fancy?
with all of my 6 to 8 bags.
Your 6 to 8 bags, depending on how much we empty them. Yeah, I'll have 1 bag, get to pay United, say, hey, here you go, take this bag, I don't give a crap, go. The Orioles played 2 series against the Blue Jays.
How's that treating you?
I have to send to Baltimore in a box.
I thought that you were winning.
Well, I won the bar tab.
Okay.
So that was Series 1. Series 2 was for either I would have to send a Baltimore in a box, or they would have to send me, or she would have to send me a Mr. Mike's care package. She won, so she gets a Baltimore in the box, which I have to send whenever I get some things.
Baltimore in the box sounds way dirtier than it really is.
It really, yeah, it's kind of dirty. And then the last one was a humiliation bet. So the loser of the series would have to buy the winning team's shirt and then wear it, posting it all over their social medias. So the Orioles won, so I get a new Orioles shirt on my way. Yay.
Oh, I thought you meant that she would have to buy an Orioles shirt and wear it.
Yeah, she is. She's going to have to buy her and me an Orioles shirt. And she's
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the you part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she's buying both of us Oreo shirts, and we're going ahead and getting ourselves.
That's nice. That's
So
good.
I'm up 2-1.
And you also won the year, right?
Well, no, I think they play 147 more times.
Ah, that's right.
Because I think they have, like 9 or 10 series against each other?
They do
19.
play like 30 games, I think, against
Yes.
division rivals.
Some absurd amount.
So what are you at now, like 15? You're only halfway through the year.
It was a 3-game, a 4-game, and a 3. They play 19 times against each other, I think. No, that doesn't work out. Maybe it does. -4 is 15. So yeah, they got 5 series of 3 and 1 series of 4. So that's 19 games. So we got 3 series done. So we got 3 more series to go.
Nice.
Math.
Are there
Yeah.
any more series bets, or or is it just full year now?
Oh no, we're taking series by series because we figured the full year was a little too much and a little too cumbersome, like the song by Seven Mary 3. Two black and two white, two right, two right, and a man.
I don't know that song.
A bit of taste is cumbersome.
I don't know that song. This isn't helping me either.
Oh yeah, it was big on the HFS in like the late '90s.
I hope that the Puck Daddy party has karaoke
again.
this year.
Philly was an interesting time when I had karaoke. Philly was an interesting time, and I could just leave it at that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't think that we need to either.
We don't qualify that one way or another.
No. Nope.
So yeah.
We're all still alive, so that's good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Especially me, because there was a time there I didn't know where the hell I was. That Thursday night was a night. I kind of dived into Friday morning. Should have dove into Sunday morning.
You're crazy like Sunday morning.
Exactly. Oh boy, dude, I forgot how much working kills me.
Like your soul, or just in general?
Yeah, just in general. Like, I'm pretty sure I have.
At least I feel like if work was actually physically going to kill you, being at a hospital is probably the best place you can work.
I have a lot better odds of being saved and revived. The problem is that I wear like a purple bracelet around, and that's the Do Not Resuscitate bracelet. So they might get mixed signals.
I didn't realize that was actually something that you could do.
What?
That you could tell people not to resuscitate you.
Yeah, no, there's DNRs. There's Do Not Resuscitates.
I thought that was the Gaming Commission.
No. I do like that, though. But no, Do Not Resuscitate is I believe it's purple band. And it's a fun time.
I don't know. Speaking of bands, I destroyed another Nike band.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that.
I think I'm done with them now.
You gonna do a Fitbit or you gonna do a Garmin? What are you doing?
I actually bought it's a Chronos. What it is it's like this little disc that has suction cups, and you can put it on the bottom of any watch, and it basically turns any watch into a smartwatch. So I can wear my normal watches that I always wear. This like tracks steps and gives you like notifications, like vibrations and stuff for notifications, and tracks your heartbeat. All that jazz. I actually have to look at the website again and figure out what it all does now that like I don't have something else that's tracking things. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna rock that out, see how that works for a little while, and maybe go Sans fitness tracker for a little bit, for a while.
Oh, I discovered Periscope. I did my first accented shopping, in which Jen and I go shopping, and I Periscope it, and I do an accent with it, and it annoys the hell out of her.
It sounds fantastic.
I did first time it was a trial run. I did British.
Okay.
And then the one that I Periscoped was Spanish. It was a Spanish accent. You know, the Portuguese, they are nothing but scum. Wow, scum bastards. They're just a dingleberry on España, on beautiful España. So stuff like that, and doing that shopping and Periscoping.
Is this done at like thrift stores?
We did it at Target last night. We could do it at thrift stores.
What's up, guys?
Hey, bud.
Have you ever had Matchbox Pizza?
It's
really good.
Is it open till 3 a.m.?
Only if you're lonely. Did John's Salad deliver that?
I didn't get 20 of them. It is a delight, though.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How much are you getting paid for this promo?
Not enough.
That's fine.
Jesus.
Just make sure you don't go to the pizzeria that's 3 doors down, though, because that's way different.
Exactly.
Way different place.
It's here without you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, do you remember the song "Cumbersome"?
I do.
Good. All right, cool. I'm not crazy and thinking that's just a song that I made up.
I was gonna say you should try the garlic slipknots, but
There's 20 of them.
Wow.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new UND logo?
no. Is
Oh,
it a U and an N and a D?
oh, Mark. They're called the Fighting Hawks, and they finally got a logo. Here is the mock-up from the press conference of what the jersey should be, and here it is. That is a thing, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Fighting Ptarmigans.
I mean, it's pretty cool looking. I guess maybe.
It looks such
For
like
an
a
insurance company.
yeah, exactly. It looks like a
You're
minor
right.
league hockey logo. It looks like the North Star's old N, and then the U.S. Air or the U.S. USPS Eagle logo.
Yep. USPS. I see it now.
Here's the flat one across the board.
Well, could have been worse.
That doesn't look like a hawk to me, though. I guess that's where my problem is. It looks like some kind of cockatiel.
Now that would be a cool mascot.
The fighting cockatiels.
Yes.
And you could teach them to talk trash the entire game.
That's true. That'd be pretty. Just 1,000 cockatiels just chirping you.
Yeah,
that'd
and you
make
can't I mean, how do you get mad? Like, do you yell back at the cockatiel because it's just gonna repeat what you said and set it back to you?
And you're just a dumb person yelling at a bird at that point, man.
Right.
You're
I
that
think
guy.
I think they really missed an opportunity.
Yeah, they did. You know what? You're right. But hey, there it is. The fighting. By the way, I might be writing something for UNDSports.com, so stay tuned this weekend. Shouldn't rip the logo.
Perfect.
They might
They
be.
give you a new hat so you can wear it.
Oh, I might. You know what? They can't pay me, so I might have to go in swag. I might have to ask for swag. Might have to ask for swag. But we showed the draft hats last week. I forgot. We went all geeked up.
Could
Yeah,
they
we
give
did.
you free? Not that whether or not you would take this or not is irrelevant, but could they give you free tuition to go to class if you wanted to go to class?
For one article?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. First off, I would have to churn out at least. I might get course credits. I could ask. That's actually a good question because I know I get discounted. I could because Jen works there. I could get some discounted enrollment or whatever tuition. That's the word. I don't think they can give me that much tuition because their budgets are already stretched and they're slowly dying.
I mean,
a horrible death.
One extra student in classes isn't going to stretch the budget much more.
No,
Especially if you try to take online classes.
True. Very true. I should ask. What I should do is just give me course credit. I will do articles for one course credit, and then if I do enough articles to graduate, you give me a one so Stan will shut up about it. By the way, Happy Father's Day, everybody. That was I hope you had a Happy Father's Day. Oh, I dropped my pen. That's a shame.
You could print out a certificate for gnome watching university. I saw that on the John Oliver show.
Can I get one for gnome watching university kid?
I don't think he's around anymore. It's
Oh,
hard to,
kid, him is
it's
Mia
hard to
Hamm
say.
there, though, kid.
It's true. That is
No,
true.
ma, big pappy. It's gonna be a good time there, kid. That's gonna be my next accented shopping.
You should definitely hold Baltimore Stripper for a while, I think,
Yeah.
and then just hit it with her one night.
Well,
Hopefully, when Tim Kirkchin is around, because he loves it.
Because I will know because he will be in the aisles just dying.
Like you won't even, you'll start saying it and not even know he's there, and then Tim Kirkchin you just start hearing his laugh from
You
the
hear
other
his
side
giggle?
of Target.
Tim,
Those are the most fun videos that I see on ESPN.
oh my god. The funny thing is he's from Bethesda, so he has really no room to talk.
And he knows it's coming too, so he starts laughing before Scott Van Pelt starts it. That's so much fun. I would do that all the time.
Of course. Well, why wouldn't you, man? It's the best. Went to Walter Johnson High School.
That was right down the road from my old house.
There you go. Graduated University of Maryland. That's right.
So Scott
That's
Van Pelt and Kirchin both went to Maryland?
Yep.
Very nice.
Kirchin graduated from the Philip Murrow College of Journalism. There you go.
How about them apples, Will?
How about that, boy? Yeah, boy. Here we go. Good times, great memories. How's that pizza tree? What do you got on that pizza? Is that a Hawaiian pizza you got there?
Yeah, it's pepperoni and banana peppers, my man.
Oh, damn. It looked like it had a little pineapple on that sheet.
No, that's your banana peppers.
Mm.
Jaromir Jagr won the Masterson Trophy.
Hey, good for him. Who has anybody else won trophies? I know Panera
Patrick
Bread.
Kane won the Ted Lindsay Award.
For NHLPA.
Panarin won the Calder Trophy.
Exactly, for his great bread.
And Jim Rutherford won the General Manager of the Year.
Mm. Good for him.
I feel like GM of the Year award should have a better name.
It should. Oh, Sean. Oh, we got. Oh, boys, we got some other ones. We got Shea Weber has won the Mark Messier Leadership Award,
Oh,
the
yeah.
crown jewel of the night.
Wait, why did... So Mark Messier gave it to Shea... Like, did he even have that great... I thought he had a terrible season.
Yeah, but he's a leader though.
Yeah, but he's a fantastic leader.
He led them though.
Where did he lead him?
Right to the first round.
No, did they make it to the conference? They didn't make it to the conference final. They made it.
Mark
to the
Giordano won the NHL Foundation Award.
And Sean's favorite award went to one of his favorite teams. Henrik Sedin won the King Clancy Trophy.
Right.
So there you go. Shout out, Sean O. There we go. Looks like PK Subban could be shut out of all the foundation awards. Oh, he wasn't even nominated. I forgot. Never mind.
Well, there's your up, and Tarasenko is your NHL 17 cover.
Hey, good for Tarasenko.
It looks pretty good, actually. It's not too bad right there. I mean, it's him celebrating with this. He's yelling and he's angry.
Looks like a pelvic thrust.
Kind of a pelvic thrust.
Did that get announced during the awards? Like,
Yes.
is that quote unquote an award?
That would be an award, yes.
Yeah, Sean Leahy just put it up on the Twitter.
Oh shit! If you know if Sean Leahy did it, you know it's true.
Yep, I agree completely.
Those P Diddy boys, they know what's up. They know what's a happening. Let's get some other news. Johnny P, if you please, hit my very amazing music.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
It's now time. Never mind. Ryan Callahan had hip surgery. Yeah. Perfect.
This is getting ready to go in the box.
Gotcha. Ryan Callahan, hip surgery. 5 months he will be out. He will also miss the World Cup of Hockey.
God, I am a terrible at basketball.
You missed. Good job, Steph. Jesse Puljujarvi, who is one of the top 3 draft candidates, is having knee surgery. He will be out until training camp starts. And you have to wonder if these injuries go to hamper him and might actually take him out of the top 3. Who's to say? Daniel Sprong of the Penguins, shoulder surgery. He's got 7 to 8 months for that. So there you go. Those are the injuries as they happened. As I hiccup. Man, 5 guys. Great. Ooh, there we go. Anyway, that was gross. I apologize. Not really. As I mentioned off the top, Las Vegas getting an NHL team in 2017-18, and they have already announced when they're going to announce their roster. June 21st, 2017 is when the roster will be announced. So there we go. Expansion draft is 2017 on June 21st.
I like it.
So there we go. Do we know when June 21st is by chance?
It's actually during the last round of the Stanley. It's during the Stanley Cup final.
Wow.
June 21st is 364 days from today.
I will fucking punch you in the nuts next time I see you.
And it's also the longest day of 2016.
It's true. It's the 21st is a Wednesday, so live on show we will exclusively
We will be drafting the team.
Exclusively, we will have the expansion draft coverage that you so eagerly yearn for.
I would
God, I love that. That's perfect.
30.
What? That we're exclusively bringing it to people?
Like having the expansion, it's like covering a fantasy draft. That's like what I've always wanted to do.
Well, we could like announce it, and then by the time people hear it, it'll be like next week. So,
I mean, there is a capability for people to listen to us live on the internet. And by the way, John, did you ever look into that encoding software that
No.
YouTube produces on its own?
I have no. It actually looks. I did look at it a little bit, and it looks like you have to encode first. It doesn't do the encoding while it's live, basically. From what I saw, it looked like it was an extra program that you needed in order to do it. But I'll look into it more. Again, I have not.
Drew Doughty is your Norris Trophy winner. Drew
Okay.
Doughty, your Norris Trophy winner.
Yep.
I don't know. I think people, Drew Doughty, apparently, not a lot of people liking that pick. I guess because he's a terrible human being, but boy, is he a defenseman.
He technically is a defenseman. You are right.
He is listed as a defenseman.
So let's say that, theoretically speaking, I guess this is a bad example. If a defenseman played well enough to win the Richard Trophy, I guess that's qualitative. That's not really like a subjective thing. So let's say a forward played good enough defense to warrant. I mean, I guess he has his own award, right?
Yes, it's a two-way defenseman award.
But
Yeah.
what
Or
I mean,
two-way
position like they don't give awards out for like in other sports. They don't give awards out for like the best striker in soccer. They give the award out to the highest goal scorer. Like I guess I think it's weird. Like I guess basketball is a better example. They don't give an award away for like the best center. They give awards away based on like statistical things. Like, is hockey the only sport that does?
No,
I guess baseball does. Like
NBA
Football
does. NBA gives it away.
Football has like the defensive and offensive players of the year.
NBA has the best sixth man off the bench. Who's to say he's the sixth man off the bench? He could be seventh or eighth. You got your most improved player. You got your sportsmanship. You got your teammate of the year award.
that's just ridiculous.
Who the teammate of the year award I would find very ironic if it was like sports writers that voted for that. That would be awesome, actually.
It is voted for.
Like the guys who are in the locker room every day.
But not even that, like just the people who like covered the team. Like like you didn't vote for that because of like your teammate being an awesome person and it's like the players voting for it. It's like this is what we saw. I mean, look how great they were when they walked into the huddle during Game 6. They didn't even yell at each other after that guy threw the pass into the second row. What a great teammate.
So the teammate of the year is picked by 12 players, 6 from each conference, selected by a panel of NBA legends as nominees. So
See, that's good. I like that. I like that a
12
lot.
players picked, and all of that. With 10 points given to each first place vote, 7 to second place, 5 for third, 3 for fourth, 1 for fifth. Player with the highest point total, regardless of the number of first place votes, wins the award. There you go.
All right. So I guess a forward could never win the Norris Trophy because he'd have to win the Selke.
Yeah, exactly. So the Norris Trophy is for best defenseman, and you have to be. It's not like a situation where Ovechkin is right wing and a left wing.
What if it's a situation where Sergei Fedorov played most of one season as a center and played like 20 games as a defenseman? Remember that season that like the Red Wings had to use him as a defenseman?
I was going to ask about Dustin Buffling because I remember one year he was right wing eligible and defense eligible in Yahoo.
Yeah, but I mean, eligibility is one thing because he was eligible like that this year, even though he never played right wing. But like Sergei Fedorov literally played both forward and defense for a significant portion of one season.
That's a good question. I don't know what defines a defenseman. That's
Because, like, I mean, did he
Bufflin
win
and Brett
Selke by
Burns
default?
Buffalo and
Because-
Brett Burns are two guys who could be either one.
Yeah, but like, so would Fedorov win Selke by default? Because clearly he's the best defensive forward in the game.
Yeah.
If he's able to contribute as a defenseman, like that's
He's
just
playing defense.
yeah. Like, wouldn't that be not arguable at that point, right?
I guess Anze Kopitar won it this year, as was just announced. Sergei Fedorov only won it twice. Interesting. Well, it's that whole thing of whether or not you want to have a two-way defenseman award or a stay-at-home defenseman award as opposed to the Norris, which seems to be most points by a defenseman. So, I don't know.
Do awards mean anything?
Yeah, it means about an extra $500,000 on your contract.
Nice.
Really? What?
I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out. I'm not an agent. I just play one on TV.
Well, I mean, I feel like some people probably have award bonuses that they can win, right? So, like, you win these type of awards and you get an extra $500,000.
Is that standard on everyone's contract? Like, do like the grinders have like a clause where they can essentially earn? Because some of those guys are like $1 million contract guys. Like, you couldn't possibly earn 50% of your contract if you just win an award, right?
Probably not.
Theirs is probably lower than that.
Yeah.
They might win like $30,000.
That's right. The guy who usually wins the Selke is Pavel Datsyuk.
Mm-hmm. And he gone.
Johnny's boy, Pavel Datsyuk.
Yeah, he went back to Russia.
He's
Without
going
emotes.
back to Hopen. Johnny's boy.
My boy.
By the way, Tony Kornheiser is coming out with a podcast. And if it's not entitled "My Boy," with the interrobang at the end, I'm going to be pissed off.
Who's banging?
The interrobang. It's a question mark with the explanation point. It's called an interrobang.
Why is it not just called a question mark with an exclamation point?
Because interrobang ace is quicker to say and hot. So there you go. And
What is the Eurobang?
That's something you got to pay $9.99 a month for, but you also get access.
If you gotta
to
ask,
20
you probably can't afford it.
And plus, you also get access to 21 different sites.
I see.
Actually,
I
I'm sorry.
did not know that there was like a real name for that. I figured that it was just. I mean, it just looks to me as a question mark and a exclamation point.
Yeah, no, it's called the interrobang.
Every time that you say that, it doesn't make the meaning of it any more clear to me.
The interrobang, also known as the interrobang, is a non-standard punctuation mark used in various written languages and intended to combine the functions of the question mark and the exclamation point. The glyph is a superimposed of these two marks. The word itself is an example of a portmanteau that incorporates onomatopoeia.
Well, okay then.
People are checking their iPods. Why was that long pause?
I'm just dumbfounded, actually, because I'm going to say that at least 4 words in that I didn't understand. So that's a fantastic way to define something in the first place. Second of all, does this mean that people use this in like actual literary like books and such, or is it like quite literally something that was made up for Twitter?
The American Martin K. Spector conceptualized the interrobang in 1962. As head of an advertising agency, Spector believed that the advertisement would look better if copywriters conveyed surprised rhetorical questions using a single mark. He proposed the concept of a single punctuation mark in an article in a magazine, Type Talks. He
But
solicited.
it's not a single punctuation mark; it's 2.
No, it can be one. Like you can do a question mark with the exclamation point in between, and they intersect at the dot. So you have the dot, and then you have the exclamation point, but then you have the question mark branching off of it.
Actually, so I would say that should have its own name. I believe in that.
It's called the interrobang.
Now I understand because it looks like you've impregnated a question mark.
Essentially. Here we go. We're gonna go to Sky Screen Share to get all the answers. All the answers you can. Sky Screen Share brought to you by no one just yet, but you can.
Is there a list of books on Wikipedia that uses an interrobang?
I don't know, but boom, there it is. Boom.
Okay, so that honestly looks like something that somebody made in Paint.
It looks like a cleft. It looks like something you'd see before a line of music.
It looks like an excited P. It's like when you're on the highway and you finally get a rest stop, an excited P.
Sometimes that hurts, though.
Ooh, yeah. Why is it burning?
It does actually look like an excited P now that you say that.
What do you call the little Patanzas on their birthday? Excited P's. There we go. All right. So that was a thing.
It still doesn't make a lick of sense.
No. That's a gone. Calgary hired Greg Gulletson, former head coach of the Dallas Stars, and now was the former assistant coach of the Vancouver Canucks, now the head coach of your Calgary Flames. The NHL released their schedule with four outdoor games. Winnipeg, Toronto, Pennsylvania State College, I think, and then somewhere else.
Is this the first year since they started having winter games that that there are less outdoor games than the previous season? Less, saying either the same amount or more games have always been played since the start of the Winter Classic. I feel like this is the first year that less outdoor games have been played than the previous season.
Well, didn't we have six? We had 6 or 7 in 2014-15. All right, here we go. So 2014-15, we had the Winter Classic. Then you had 4 Stadium Series games, so that put us at 5, and you had the Heritage Classic, so that's 6. 2015, we had 2. We had the Caps and Blackhawks and the Kings and Sharks. So it went from 5 to 2, and then 2016, we had the Winter Classic and 2 Stadium Series. So
damn it.
3. And now we're going to have 4, so we're going back upward.
Yeah, but we just came down from 5.
We just came down. Went 6 to 2 to 3 to 4.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
6 in 2013-14, 2 in 2014-15, 3 in 2015-16, and now 2016-17 we'll have 4. Count them. It'll be in Winnipeg, Toronto, St. Louis, and Pittsburgh.
It's like one of those shitty treadmill training schedules.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're on 6 and we're down to a 2, but we're working our way back up. That's a treadmill joke.
I was going to say, why is your treadmill talking like that?
Because that's how my treadmill talks. And I get to talk back at him. This is what you sound like. You stupid treadmill.
Wow. All right.
So technically what we're just seeing is what would occur if the Cockatoos were the mascot of North Dakota.
Point Johnny. Oh, that's a good one. So outdoor games are happening. You know what? I might try to go to Winnipeg. I might go to the Winnipeg one. So, let's see, that's October 23rd. So that's fun. As it see fits now. By the way, Chicago also playing Chicago, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh all playing in outdoor games again. That'll run Chicago's total up to 5 appearances. Detroit up to 4 appearances. Pittsburgh 4 appearances. Flyers 3 appearances. Edmonton will have their 2nd appearance. And there you go. Teams without one, not including this year, none. As of now, as of the 2016-17 schedule, everyone would have played in an outdoor game.
When did Arizona play in an outdoor game?
You know, it's funny they don't have
Next year.
Arizona. They don't have Arizona on here. Never mind. I thought they listed every team, and they didn't. My apologies. Good catch, Mark. Great catch.
Unless, it's possible that the Jets played in an outdoor game.
They have not.
before
This
they
will
moved?
be their first. This will be their first.
No, I mean like before, like the old Jets,
No,
before they moved to Arizona.
they did not. That wasn't even a thing.
I mean, they probably played outdoor at some point together as a team, like just skating around somewhere, maybe like at a mall with no roof. Maybe. I mean, if that counts.
23 of 30 teams have played in outdoor games.
Can we choose? We'll pick the ones that haven't yet.
Well, give me two. Let me bring up the actual roster of team names, and then we can go ahead, aka the logos. All right. So Mark, you said Arizona. They have not played in the game.
John, you're up.
John, you go ahead.
I do not remember the Calgary Flames playing in any.
Sorry, they did. 2011. I went to that.
Oh, that's true.
John, I feel like it's like you're playing Family Feud, and you're trying really hard to get that one. You just go with the obvious answer, man. Florida.
Florida, big winner. So Mark's 2-1. 2-1. Mark's got the best of 7 series going on here.
Well, he hasn't gotten one yet.
I know, 2-0. So 2-0. Best of 7. Johnny?
I'm going to say Carolina.
Oh, Carolina. There you go, 2-1.
Tampa Bay.
3-1.
Nashville.
3-2.
St. Louis.
They will have played a game this year. This will be so that is sorry. Still,
count?
that does count. I'm counting that. The
Okay.
schedule has been released. So 3-2 up to Johnny.
Ottawa.
Ottawa has played an outdoor game. They played
Every Canadian team has played an outdoor game at this point, I believe, right?
That will include you
Except
tell
for
me.
Winnipeg.
Yeah. you
Except
tell
for
me.
Winnipeg. We just went over that.
Yeah. So 3-2 to Mark.
I haven't won yet?
No.
Okay.
There's still 2 teams left. I'm looking for teams who have not played in an outdoor game. Now I know the other 2.
I think I know the other 2.
Well, you're up. Name one.
Wait, I am? No, John's up.
No,
Hey,
John.
you're up.
John said Ottawa.
Oh, okay. I thought I said Winnipeg. Well, then,
No.
if we already said Winnipeg, I'm going to say San Jose.
San Jose has played in one.
Oh,
They played at Levi Stadium.
it's not
Johnny?
even...
Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars have not played. 3-3. We're down to the last team. The last game. Mark, you can bring it on home now.
This is LeBron-esque.
Yeah, what a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for
Yeah.
years.
I don't know what's harder, is figuring out all the teams or just finding the one that we're missing.
Is it Anaheim?
Nope. Anaheim has played. And they played at Doyer Stadium. Johnny, can you close this out? Be LeBron. Be like LeBron.
Trying to think of teams.
Oh,
Mark might know.
I got it.
Mark's got it. Mark's got the steal.
Oh no.
Mark's
That means I have to win now.
You gotta win now. You can't wait. Can't stop. Can't stop.
The Blue Jackets.
Hey, big winner!
There it is.
Johnny with a big comeback victory, down 3-1, not letting it phase him. Takes Timothy Mozgov and Kevin Love to the Who Hasn't Played an Outdoor Game Trivia Challenge. So there we go.
That was huge. I'd like to thank all my fans.
It was huge.
You should also thank some fuzzy math from Scott.
I don't know about that.
I'd like to thank the voters. Scott, the check is in the mail. I'll
Check
just
in the
bring
mail.
it to Buffalo.
I was gonna say you're gonna see me tomorrow. All right. What do we got? Oh, Vinny LeCavier is no longer passing LeCavier. He has retired. So he gone. And Anze Kopitar, the Selke winner, is the new captain of your Los Angeles Kings. So there's that. Ron McLean is going to be back as the Hockey Night in Canada host, as apparently Rogers and CBC are making a change that George Stromboulopoulos is out. Though hopefully he'll be at the draft, and then that way we can have cool stories about him trying to be cool and hitting on 18-year-olds. Kidding, George. You're not listening anyway. Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. You guys are going to like this one. They're taking Snoop Dogg to court.
What?
As they say that Snoop Dogg's logo for his marijuana chain is too close to the Maple Leafs logo, and it will sully the brand.
Wait.
Which way will it sully?
Wait. So did the Maple Leafs just admit that for the last 125 years that they've had a marijuana leaf as their logo?
Maybe.
Yes.
The opposition filed on June 8th, while Snoop products, including 8 strains of marijuana, have been sold in various Colorado pot shops since November. Around the time Snoop filed his trademark for the Leafs by Snoop, the Toronto Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment filed in opposition to the logo.
You
we
can't
see them
file
side
a
by
lawsuit
side?
like this unless your logo already looks like a marijuana leaf.
Yeah. I am
Well, I mean, technically it's a maple leaf. You can tell.
kind
So
of.
I would say that it's not the same.
Give me 2 seconds for this image to load. We can do a side-by-side. Sky Screen Share brought to you by no one in particular. Here we go. We got ourselves a nice little, we're going to put this here. I'm going to make it this here. I know what that does. You can go ahead. Boom. Here we go. Boom. There we go. The Leafs by Snoop on the left. Toronto Maple Leafs on the right. If you're watching at home, if you're scoring at home, or even if you're alone. So,
Doesn't even look close.
yeah, I don't know if
mean,
it looks that close.
They're totally different colors.
Is it just maybe the people who in the Leafs organization think that the dress is yellow? Maybe think that logo is blue. You heard me? Remember that dress was yellow, this dress is blue, it's the same dress kind of gimmick? Remember that one? That was a thing. Like, that was a meme from like a year and a half ago.
I don't get this.
No, apparently it sullies the brand.
Who is actually high?
My thing is they're like, it's a leaf that has leaf on the front of it. That's going to sully our brand. That could be really their whole defense.
Is that why? Because there's the word leaf is on the front of it?
Really the only reason I can think of, to be quite honest with you.
At this point, let's be truly honest. At this point, Snoop probably has more to lose if his logo looks like the Toronto Maple Leaf logo.
It's very true. It's very true. You're not lying one bit. But good for Snoop. Good for Snoop. So I guess not backing down. Taking it to man and all that. Austin Matthews signed his equipment deal with Bauer. Good for him. Wayne Gretzky and John Scott are down in Australia. They are taking part in some exhibition games down there to further improve the sport of hockey and make it and promote it and make things happen down there in Aussie land and upside down town. Also, Patrick Kane has been advised by the Chicago Blackhawks brass to maybe stay in Chicago this summer. Lay low. Make sure our people can keep an eye on you.
Patrick Kane has been advised to not drink any lick of alcohol this summer.
My thing is this: they're like, yeah, go ahead and, you know what, you should stay in Chicago where it'd be nice and quiet when there's a thing called Riot Fest where there's a 3-day festival of drinking and punking. So
Is that where the Eurobang is?
I think that is.
Hi, I'm here for the gangbang.
I'm here for the gang. There we go. So that's it. We've done our due diligence. Our due diligence.
We've talked about things.
Talked about things. We got some things.
Our
to talk
favorite
about.
tiny Australian is in Australia as well.
Yes, we do. Shout out to Sasky, who I don't think listens to the show anymore. We shall go ahead and
Already on the way.
wait for Lyle. So, good times ahead as we get ready for Buffalo action.
Buffalo action.
Remember not to kill too much buffalo because you can only carry so much in your wagon.
That's true. It's very true. Why does everybody hate Drew Doughty again? I forgot what he said. What did he say that made people hate him?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they're mad. Maybe they're mad that he's not Erik Karlsson. I don't know.
No, I think it's
Or
something.
is he?
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun. He would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yes.
Indeed.
Scene. Anyway.
Oh, Lyle, what's happening? You all packed and ready to go?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
When is your flight time? When do you fly out of the island?
I fly off of this island 6:30 my time. 6:30 p.m. Not a.m. I am too old. I am too old and crotchety to fly out that early in the
I was gonna say,
goddamn morning.
wow, that's a hell of a day if you're doing. Then I'm like,
no.
I'm like, no, that's me because I have to wake up at 3:30.
Yeah.
Are you a half hour behind the East Coast or a full hour?
I'm a full hour.
And you're
Full
not
hour.
Newfoundland?
No. Newfoundland is a half an hour.
That is
ahead
a
of us.
derogatory term, Mark, and I would. You need to apologize. I think.
I'm sorry, Lyle. I didn't mean to compare you to Newfoundland.
No offense taken. Hell, I lived there for 3 years. I met my wife there. My son was born there and is currently living there now as a game control breaker. So
Now you know what, Mark? You've offended our guests. Apologize for apologizing.
I'm sorry.
How dare you apologize to me, young man? How dare you?
Is that like the apologizing because you thought you said something racist because you thought the person you're saying it to was going to take it as a racist comment?
Pretty
That's
much.
like the reverse racism.
Reverse racism. Yeah.
Is that like how during my Periscope last night I was talking about the Portuguese and how they're just a stain on society and how they stain por España?
Listen, you keep your submarine to yourself, young man. No periscopes
By
allowed.
the way, Periscope in Buffalo, if you have not subscribed to my Periscope feed, it could be a riot, or it could be a complete dud. Who's to say?
One of two things is going to happen. Am I going to be part of this as well? So I'm assuming I probably
Lyle,
will be at some point.
This is while you were sleeping, Lyle. We went.
Oh.
Jen and I were at Target.
Yes.
You Canadians may have heard of it from their failed venture.
Yes.
It's actually succeeded in America.
I bought lots of fine clothes on 3/4 off. They're going out of business sales here, actually.
So we went there, and my thing, I started it like a few days before when we were at Walmart, and I just started talking with a British accent, just by accident. For some reason, I said something in like a poor Liverpool accent. And then for the rest of the trip, I'm just like, all right, I'm doing this to annoy her the rest of the time. So in Target, we went ahead and I went ahead and did a Spain voice. So I was doing the Spaniard.
Espanol.
No, tomatoes. They're from Spain. We have a festival for those tomatoes.
I can speak English. I am from Barcelona.
Not like for those dirty Portuguese.
That's not really a Spanish accent. That's like every American that has ever tried to play a Spanish villain accent. It's like Univision.
Oh, Mark, we're doing this for my people.
It is the Marco Zorro.
Vigo Montoya, you prepare to die.
Oh, look, the only time anybody applauds Gary Bettman when he walks out onto a stage.
Exactly. Hey,
Barry Trotz won the Jack Adams Award.
Hey, Barry Trotz, no neck. Now get that team past the second round. But yeah, no.
Is this now the third Washington Capitals coach to win the Jack Adams Award without really succeeding in taking their team anywhere?
It was Bruce
Trotz, and was it Schoenfeld the year that they went to the Stanley Cup Finals?
That would be Ronnie Wilson if it was.
Ron Wilson?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Did Ron Wilson win one?
Adams, 1999.
98.
I think I hurt myself. I think I strained
Well,
myself.
it was 98-99, wasn't it? Or was it
It would
97-98?
have been 97-98.
Pat Burns.
Pat Burns won it.
Pat Burr. Sorry. Pat Burr.
The only
Yeah,
Capitals
only
to
two.
have won it.
No, Brian Murray
Brian Murray
won
in
in
83.
There you go. There you go.
So the Caps have won 3 Jack Adams. Brian Murray, 83-84. Again, 3 Jack Adams trophies.
Nothing to show for it. Nothing else
Nothing
to show for it.
Nothing to show it. Yeah.
Whatever.
How many times has the Jack Adams Award winner won the Stanley Cup? Bylsma in 10 and 11.
He didn't. Yeah, but he won that after he won the Stanley
Yeah,
Cup.
after he won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. How about the same year? I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I
No.
remember
was-
Scotty Bowman did, and I think Al Arbor did, and I think Glenn Sather. I know Bowman did for sure.
Fred Shiro won in 74.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Then we go down Scotty Bowman in 77.
Yep.
Tortorella in 03-04.
Yep.
Scrolling down. Al Albert did not. He missed it by a year, Lyle.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry. Glenn Sather in 86.
No, because Sather lost that year too. That was the year they got bounced by the Flames.
That's
so
right.
Yeah,
So they didn't win that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
Bob Murdoch won in 90? Okay, whatever.
So I will just
was everyone wins an award year. That's
allow me because I'm on the Wikipedia page and I've got it right in front of me. Fred Shiro.
Yep, Scott.
73-74 Philadelphia Flyers.
Mark, that's what I'm doing right now, is going through every...
Oh, well, whatever, man.
Scott Bowman in 96. Scotty Bowman 96.
No. You gotta look at what the things mean, man.
I know, dude. What do you mean the things mean?
Look underneath the table, and
Nope.
it says what A, B, C,
Nope.
and E actually mean.
Nope.
I am only underneath the table if I'm dreaming.
Hey, there it is.
A is the
Or
only one that
wrong.
means that their teams won the Stanley Cup that year. There's only
ABC.
3 A's on that entire table.
Wow.
Who are A's?
Only 3. A.
It's Fred Shiro in 73-74,
Scotty Bowman.
76-77,
Yep.
and Tortorella in 03-04. That's it.
Wow, that's amazing when you think about that. It's
So the
almost like your team won the Stanley Cup. Well, that was expected of you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to the team that the guy who coached the team that barely made it in. In a lot of cases, except for this year, they gave it to the best regular season. Coach the best regular season.
It's almost like they do give it to the team that wasn't supposed to make the playoffs and made the playoffs.
In a lot of cases, yeah. How do you think Patrick Waugh won that? And he, by the way, owes that to Semyon Varlamov having a career year. Because without that, sorry. I don't do that as well as Scotty. I gotta stop doing that.
Sorry.
Sounds so good when Scotty does it.
Sorry.
More.
I'm going to be hearing that a lot this weekend.
Oh no, sorry. I was about to say more coaches that replaced the same amount of coaches who replaced other coaches in the middle of the season have won the Jack Adams Award as coaches who won the Stanley Cup the same season as they won the Jack Adams Award. Ken Hitchcock in 11-12 for the Blues, Boudreau in 07-08 for the Caps, and Bill Barber in 2000-2001 for the Flyers were all coaches that replaced their previous coaches and still won the Jack Adams Award.
So there you go. Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
But anyway, so you were asking me what time I get in. I should be arriving sometime between 10 and 11, guys. I land in Pearson at 7:55 p.m. Eastern, and if all goes well, I will be in my rental car by 8:30. So hopefully, maybe between 9:30 and 10:30. It depends on the traffic on the Queen Elizabeth Way. Depends on the traffic on the Queen Elizabeth Way. Depends on traffic on the Queen Elizabeth Way. I should be able to do it in under an hour. Probably 45 minutes if there's not a lot of traffic. Well,
Lyle, if
there'll
you
be
miss
a lot of traffic if there isn't like a big hang up at the bridge. Let's put it that way.
If you missed the opening of the show, your name is also in the room, so you got your name on the room.
Sweetness.
So there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. And then I'll be able to pay. I'll pay for it up front, and then we're all good to go. Yeah. Got my American money today. It cost me $328 Canadian dollars just for 250 American.
Holy shit!
Tell me about it. That's what I said when she told me that. Holy shit! Well, I didn't say it, but I thought it.
Did you ask her to take you out to dinner first before getting screwed that hard? What the hell, man?
Well,
Buddy.
I'll make it all back. Hey, I make it all back in my American advertising, my friend.
I guess, but still,
Yes.
that's a hit. That's a hit to the.
Oh, it's a hit. Oh, well, what do you
That's
expect?
That's
77,
a shot straight to the Spectres, if I say so.
77 cents US, my friend.
Mm.
That's actually worse than going from U.S. to British pound.
Just about. Just about.
Thank goodness for that. It'll be even worse if they leave the common market.
Market, dude. It's just
Brexit.
I believe Brexit.
By the way, did they
crap.
vote to stay or leave?
That vote is tomorrow. Supposedly it's too close to call. Then they said the same thing about the Scottish independent vote, and it turned out that was actually not that close. Not that close. As Scotty would say,
Sorry.
it was not that close. So there you go. I think they'll vote to stay.
Well, they can never take their freedom, Lyle, in Scotland.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
But we got a lot to talk about, Lyle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We will start off first off.
let's do it.
Salary cap, $73 million.
Yes.
Pretty amazing that it actually went up to $73 million.
Well, yeah, only $200K higher than expected because the original projection was 70. Well, original projection was 6 months ago by Gary Bettman was 74, and for the third straight year, he was wrong.
Shoot high.
Wrong. He shot high, came in low. Sky low if you're following professional wrestling. But yeah, it was 73, so it's up slightly from the 72.8 that people thought it was going to be, with the cap floor being $54 million. You know, we're all old enough that we can remember when $54 million was the cap. Hell, we're old enough to remember back when people said the cap will never go that high. Lyle, the cap will be $54 million by the end of the decade. You and your stories. Beer kills brain cells. Bart is a vampire. Oh, Lyle, you and your stories.
I'm old enough to remember when $54 million was going out for, dinner for 4.
That's just the Panera.
Hey, enjoy married life, Mark.
No
I told you it'd be expensive.
So did Stan.
Yeah.
I never did have that talk with Stan.
Yeah, see, it's funny.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know Stan. I've never met Stan, but I want to have a talk with Stan. I want Stan to have a talk with me someday.
Sometimes you're not going to have a choice.
I know, but that's fine.
Sometimes
That's fine. It just sounds like it'd be really groovy. That's all.
Is there a way to get Stan in front of a computer that has Google Hangouts?
Yeah, and he can just stand there and just
Honestly, just podcast him and just sit down and just turn the machine on and just let him go.
You know, that
Although
could
we
be
might,
the
that might
greatest
be our last
podcast of
show
all
ever.
time. That could be the
our
greatest
last show
podcast
ever
of all
too, with
time.
all the racism. But the funny thing is that one time, true story, Kim was, I think she was coming over to pick me up to go up to the old studios up in where was it?
White Marsh?
Yeah, White Marsh. And she had a shirt on, the Warrior Brand Hockey had a shirt. It looked like the Jack Daniels bottle, or the Jack Daniels label, right? So Stan looks at it and he's like, that's a nice shirt, like Jack Daniels. Then he goes on a story, about 15 minutes, to Kim, who just met him 5 seconds ago, about how he went to Houston, where there was a Jack Daniels convention going. You had all kinds of different kind of Jack Daniels. You could go down, you can get all kinds of flavored Jack Daniels. Let me tell you, I need Jack Daniels barbecue. I had pulled pork barbecue that I haven't had since I was in Georgia when I was in the Army. And then we went down and had pulled pork. And this is all the Houston Astros. It's before they tore it down, because now they play at the new field. It's got a hill in center field, which I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, you got outfielders running out there. He's Don Cherry, but American. So
it's just
an American Don
consciousness most of the time.
That's what it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's what it certainly seems
One
that
of the
way.
best Stan moments ever was when I showed up to help Scotty out and Jen at his grandmother's funeral, and I walk in and he goes, "I thought I told you no wops were allowed in here."
This in front of the casket said, "Who let the wops in?"
Who let the wops in?
And that's when he elbowed me and Johnny and said, "Make sure Mark comes speak with me before he's married."
Oh my. Sounds like a delight.
And that was like the first time you met Mark. He just said, "Hey, if you wear sandals in Key West, they think you're a homo." And that was it. And then he just walked away. And we just going, yeah, you know. This is how it is.
Pearls of wisdom from the greatest generation.
And he knew that because he went to Key West and he told me stories of just they were hitting on me. They were thinking I was so cute, and I'm just like,
And then we drank some Natty Lights and
yeah. Thing went to another. It was a good time. Yeah, Stan stories are the best. Yeah, we should just go ahead. Well, next time I'm home, just open it up and see how
there
it
you
goes.
go. Just open the floor, let him go. Just don't interrupt. Just let him roll.
Christ, loud.
I'll just sit like this.
it'll be it'll be just a. It could be our last podcast with all the racism. It could be the last.
Oh
podcast.
dear, oh dear. And we're not a racist bunch, but I'm sure.
Listen, speak for yourself.
Listen, I don't mind a good NASCAR now and again. Come on. Yeah, you see what I did there?
Is that
Yeah.
Is that code for yelling the N-bomb at the top of your lungs?
No!
Oh.
God damn it. I am unanimous in that. Anyway. Anyway, we were going to get to stuff you were saying.
Yes.
Stuff.
First off, and one of the things that is interesting is Freddie Anderson. Get traded to Toronto, signs a 5-year, $25 million deal with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Obviously, with their goaltending issues and their lack of depth and the lack of really anything on the horizon to follow this core group of guys who are supposed to be up and coming through the Babcock system. Good deal or bad deal for a guy who is pretty good, but $5 million good with after his entry level deal?
Well, he was actually coming off a
bridge deal.
This was a bridge deal, but still, it was like 1.2 mil.
But he hasn't been a National Hockey League regular for more than 2 years.
Exactly. Listen, I like the acquisition. I think he's better than Jonathan Bernier. I think Jonathan Bernier's days are numbered now. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is with Freddie Anderson with me is consistency. He's one of those goalies that when he's on his game, he can be absolutely fantastic, but he'll have some games where, it just, I don't know. I don't know about paying that much for him for that long. I hope it winds up being worthwhile for them, but what I saw of Anderson's play, the consistency still not fully there yet. So it's a bit of a gamble. Could work out for them. I hope it does. Again, I'm kind of torn on this one. I really am.
It's a difficult one to say considering what we know of Anderson and how we've seen him and the small sample size we've seen him in.
Yeah.
Over the whole, and especially now he's going to the Eastern Conference, and there's a lot of good shooters on, and not to say the Western Conference doesn't have those kinds of shooters, but
yeah,
I would dare to argue that the Eastern Conference has a little bit more, I guess, quote-unquote deadlier shooters, as it were, more goal scorers, guys who are in the Richard Trophy race.
Mm-hmm.
All due respect to Patrick Kane, but not many guys out of the West are lighting it up on the goal scoring side.
No, and the thing too is he's going to be busier than usual because listen, the Leafs are they are a more competitive team under Mike Babcock, but that defense still needs a lot of work. And he's going to be busy. And let's be honest, he's, for his time with Anaheim, he had a pretty good defense in front of him. Now, it was a little shaky earlier at the start of this season, but they rallied about late November. You started to see the defense began to improve significantly. And, that was also around the time, if memory serves, that Anderson kind of began struggling a bit, and John Gibson went in there, and he wound up going on a tear for a while. So, again, I understand the Leafs' rationale for making that move, but, bit of a gamble going 5 years, $5 million, per season. Bit of a gamble. I just hope it works out for them. If it doesn't, oh lordy, that's going to go rank right up there with the very long list of Leaf contract blunders. And by the way, to the surprise of no one, Braden Holtby is your 2016 Vezina Trophy winner.
Good for him.
To the surprise of no one. Well done him. Oh, we knew he's going to win.
Did we say that Kopitar won the Lady Byng?
Won the Lady Byng, and he won the Selke as well. And overdue on the Selke one. I thought he should have won last year. He was my pick last year. I was going for him this year. And Drew Doughty, the Norris Trophy winner, about time. I was among his supporters for it as well, along with Pierre Lebrun, who seemingly stumped for it every year, campaigned for it. But, he got it. Good for him.
Jimmy Vesey, his rights were traded to the Buffalo Sabres from the Nashville Predators. He still says he's going to explore free agency, but Buffalo's going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at him because the representation of Vesey is the same representation of Jack Eichel. So
Yep.
that's going to be a big sell right there. And this is also coming on the heels that Buffalo is going ahead and going all in on Steve Stamkos as well. Lyle, is this just something that Tim Murray is just raging against because he's never gotten a first overall draft pick and he's just fed up, so he's like, screw it, we're throwing all the money at the problem.
Well, they can only throw so much money at
All the money,
Vesey anyway.
$73 million.
They can only throw so much at him because of entry level caps and all that good stuff. But the big selling point though is, hey, you get to play alongside with Jack Eichel. If they manage to land Steven Stamkos, you got to figure that'll be a huge selling point, as the Trumpster would say, huge. Unlike my hands, huge.
You mean President of the United States, Donald Trump?
In Bizarro world, certainly. But anyway,
I like that a lot for Buffalo.
God, I thought you said about Trump winning.
That's why I had to put a disclaimer at the end of that sentence.
Yes, exactly. I think that gives him an inside track. I mean, sure, they're not going to rule anything out. I mean, the kid's going to want to weigh his options, but I mean, I think Buffalo can make it attractive. Going, we got Eichel. Look, we got Stamkos. I mean, look, we're building a team. Come on. You don't want to go to Boston. Sure, it's your hometown, but look at them. Their defense is still a mess, and their general manager's an idiot. Come on. You don't want to go to Toronto. They don't win anything there. You're going to be living life in a miserable fishbowl. Come on.
But I think one of the big things is that in this whole thing, as I worry about if Steven Stamkos does get signed to Buffalo, it's going to end up like a Jeff Carter and Columbus situation.
Yeah, get me the fudge out of here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
he'll like the lack of limelight for a little bit, and then not really give his all.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's about. And here comes Sidney Crosby with the Stanley Cup to rub it in all your faces.
What a dick. Just take it back.
Don't you have any respect? Come on, you.
Take it back to the hotel room and do what you want to do with it.
Don't anybody get too close to that cup. We don't know where it's been. Anyway.
We know where it's been. There's pictures in Lemieux's basement with the cup.
I think that's the Eurobang.
I think so.
Wow. But anywho, yeah, but I mean, and also here's the Sabres could offer up like up to $12 million per season for Stamkos. And this is the thing for Stamkos, this is going to be very simple. I mean, this weekend at the draft, Steve Yzerman is saying that he hopes to have clarity on the issue by this weekend. So if he isn't busy out stealing waitresses from hardworking hockey bloggers and radio personalities and pundits like us, then yeah, he'll have some time. Unless he wants to impress Steven with his waitress stealing skills, then by all means, Stevie, fill your boots. We know you're a pro.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what Steve Yzerman will do, because he's a jackass. He'll go up and he'll just be like to Steven, listen, see everything here? This is our house, baby. This is our house, baby. And we take any waitresses we want. And that's how you're going to take. We're going to give you the contract. You can take any waitress you want. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay TV.
That's how they roll the TV. But
It's like that.
But the thing is it's very straightforward for Stamkos. I mean, there's not a lot of teams that can afford to pay him huge contract. They just can't. The Lightning are willing to go up as high as $8.5 million. I dare say they're willing to give that to him for 8 years. The max deal that they can re-sign him to, $8.5 million. So he's got a choice. He can take less money, but a long deal, and have that security, and stay with the team that is a Stanley Cup contender and will be for a while, or he can take $12 million. Go to Buffalo, where there's no guarantees of winning a championship, where he's basically starting all over again, with a rebuilding club, just like he did, 8 years ago when he came to TB. So, there's your choices, man. Do you want the money and set your Cup dreams back another few years, perhaps permanently set them back? I mean, how's that going to feel if you turn around and you accept big bucks, go to Buffalo, and then next season Tampa Bay wins the Stanley Cup? And here you are playing for a team that finished out of the playoffs again. Okay? That still has a lot of holes to fill. And oh dear, they've invested $12 million in you for 7 years. So that's the choice you got to weigh: more money or more championship.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to be Steve Stamkos right now. It's got to be fun, and by fun I mean completely nerve-wracking.
Well, yeah, because like I said, there's not a lot of teams that can go. I mean, sure, everybody wants them, but they can't afford to pay 10, 11, 12 million bucks a season to get them. And are you really going to take like 9 mil or 9.5 mil to go to a lesser team when you could take 8.5 and stay in Tampa Bay and have a chance to win a championship for the next 3-4 years?
Oh, you didn't finish that. I'm sorry.
You
didn't finish that sentence. I jumped the gun. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
That's okay. I'm rambling. I'm a rambling guy.
I'm trying to find out if NHL 17 is going to be on PS3.
I don't know, but it's going to be Vladimir Tarasenko is your poster boy for that. When I think that sucks balls, it should be Gordie Howe.
Okay.
Goddamn Gordie Howe! Mr. Hockey. Woot!
Yeah, but the kids don't know who Gordie Howe is. You got to give somebody the kids are going to recognize.
They got to make sure the kids...
Everybody recognizes Mr. Hockey.
You're
wrong!
Kids...
What they're going to do is put Gordie Howe as like a 99 rated player that you can draft.
That you can, when you can, or you hit a certain number of points or something, you can unlock him. Yeah. You've unlocked Gordie Howe, and then he comes out. He comes out and he elbows half the team in the face. Gets a goal and assist and punches the living snot out of your leading scorer. Yeah.
That's your own team.
Yeah, and that's just your own team. Imagine what he does to your opposition. My.
Well, there we go. Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that.
There's that.
What else you got, Scotty? What else you got?
We got Alexander Goligoski rights traded to Arizona, then signs a 5-year, $27.375 million deal.
Yeah, I like that. I like that
one.
Like
a move for that team, especially trying to build on the back end. They have a good front end, now they have to build on the back end.
Yeah, and listen, the signing was reasonable. He was coming off, I believe, 4 years at 4.6 was his previous deal, or the one he's just coming off of now. So this current one is it 5 or 6 years?
It is 5-year.
It's a 5-year, 5.5. That's not an unreasonable raise, especially for a guy like Goligoski. I mean, this guy can play 23, 24 minutes a game. He's solid in his own zone, but he's a really good puck handling defenseman. And I got to tell you, Dallas is going to miss this guy. They're really going to miss this guy. They're going to be hard pressed to replace him. But I like that move for Arizona. And good on them for selling. Selling Goligoski on coming to play for them, because listen, I think he could have gotten over $6 million per season on the open market. There are teams out there that are we're looking for defensemen like him. I mean, Boston, if they get shut out of the Yandle or the Yandle sweepstakes, or if they can't acquire Shattenkirk via trade, that's one. I mean, the Detroit Red Wings would have been very interested. Hell, I think Toronto probably would have taken a look at him, and Buffalo as well. So those just several off the top of my head. I'm sure there would have been others, but he liked what he saw there in Arizona. So even though the state is burning down right now, evidently he's down with that. So there you go. Good move by the Coyotes.
There you go, Coyotes going all in. Also, like you mentioned, Keith Yandle, his rights were traded to the Florida Panthers.
Florida.
And
Florida.
Do they have a chance of signing him, Lyle?
I think they've got a good chance. It's gonna be costly. I think they could be looking at between $6.5 and $7 million for this guy. Brian Campbell is going to hit free agency. He's going to be gone. So they're going to do that. They traded away Eric Goodbranson. And there's going to be a need to replace, especially losing Brian Campbell. There's going to be a need to bring in a good puck-moving defenseman, somebody with experience and skill. So, I think that they've got a good opportunity to do it. But it's the same thing as what Arizona, the Coyotes did. It's you got to sell them. You got to sell them what you got going on down there. Now, the Panthers have a bright future based on what we saw them this season. I mean, the future looks bright for them, provided they don't tinker too much, because they've been doing a lot of that right now. But I think they've got a good possibility. They've got the cap space; they can afford to do it. So, and Patrick Kane wins the Hart Trophy.
Interesting.
Not surprised in the least.
People are going to hate that.
I'm sure there are going to be people who will hate that.
Not gonna be
And I can understand why they will, but we're not going to get into that at all. So
There we go.
that's for other people to deal with. That's not what we talk about here. This is a happy show, damn it.
Mm-mm-mm.
So anyway.
Anywho.
Anyway.
What else do I got? Marc-Andre Fleury, the asking price for him, at least for the Flames, a first-round pick, although the Penguins said they are not actively trying to shop him around, is, for a guy like Fleury, who we all know his faults and his downfalls and everything like that, too much to ask for just a straight-up first-round pick, or is that just right in the cog right there? Especially with how much, especially a team like Calgary and one of these lower teams who might need a goalie, how much they value draft picks and the future.
Well, yeah, and I mean, listen, Fleury's not worth a first-round pick, especially not one that high. 6th overall, sorry, no, he's not worth that. But I mean, if you're the Penguins, you're gonna put the squeeze, right? You're gonna, that's what your starting bid is, and you see where you end up after that. But they're gonna have to do something. The Penguins, because right now they're sitting at $1 million over the cap ceiling for next season, so they got to shed some salary. Now they'll be able to do that, if Pascal Dupuis retires, then his 3.75 comes off the books right away. I think they're going to put him on LTIR for his final season so that they can continue to pay him. But that's something you can only do at the start of the season. They're still going to have to free up some cap space to be under the cap. So what are you going to do? Well, you got the situation with Fleury. I mean, we know expansion's coming now. That's no longer an if. We know that's going to happen, and we know that means an expansion draft next June. And under NHL rules, you can only protect one goalie, and he's got a no movement clause. And under the rules, those players must be protected. So, do you trade him this summer, or you can wait, keep him for the season if you free up salary elsewhere, and see how things go over the course of the season? Maybe you could try and move him at the trade deadline. Maybe you try moving him next off season, or maybe you swing a deal with Las Vegas and say, look, we'll give you this if you leave Matt Murray alone. So there are some possibilities there. I think it's going to depend on if Jim Rutherford can move somebody else out. I don't know who that could be. It's certainly not going to be Evgeny Malkin. Delicious this time of year. Yes, it's been too long since we had Malkin.
I want to say this. LeCavier just retired. Kings need a center. Boom.
There you go. Let's dust off that chestnut, my friends. Yep. Let's dust off that chestnut. The thing that got me though is, the rumor came from a guy I consider a reputable source, Steve Zappe of Newsday. He's not one that bandies about baseless rumors just for shits and giggles. But why would Chicago do this? Even if there was any truth to it, why would Chicago do that? You can't afford him. I mean, yeah, the Blackhawks don't have cap difficulties quite as bad as the Penguins do, but still, they've got almost $67 million invested. You only got $6 million left for next season. You got to re-sign, Andrew Shaw, and you've got some other areas there that you've got to fill because you traded away Teravainen, so you got to replace him, which they hope they've done with their recent signing of the young prospect whose name eludes me for the moment. Help me out here, Scotty. Who's the kid they signed?
For who? The
Chicago.
The Schmaltz? Schmaltz?
Yeah, Schmaltz.
Yeah.
That's it. Schmaltz.
Yeah, UND kid.
Yeah. But the Blackhawks can't afford him, and if they did acquire him, then you would have three forwards pulling in a combined $31.5 million in Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, and then of course Malkin. So it didn't make any sense. It's like, Steve, sorry, I mean, dude, I'm not doubting you or your source, but I think your source has been fed some bullshit here, because that just, it's a Johnny Cock in the face. It's a Chewbacca in the face. It did not make sense.
Exactly. By the way, Patrick Kane, speaking of, he first U.S. guy to win the Hart Trophy.
So that's history.
And in a runaway.
Yeah. Yeah.
121 first place votes to Crosby's 11.
Mm-hmm.
That was, you know.
Listen, he had a hell of a season. I
He
mean,
did.
you can
All
go,
season aside.
the whole thing exactly. But his performance on the and first American-born player also won the Art Ross Trophy. So history made by Patrick Kane. So hopefully, better times are ahead for him as well. But anyway.
Yeah. Fun times going on. So we got that.
So we got
that. Justin Schultz not getting qualified.
Mm.
That's an interesting situation there in Pittsburgh.
Well, again, they just don't have the cap space.
So I guess the real question is now, where does Justin Schultz want to go? Does Justin Schultz watch 2.0, everybody?
Here we go. Justin, and it's going to be less exciting than the first one. I can tell you, boy howdy. But hey, listen, he improved his stock with a good performance, in the Stanley Cup final, So hey, maybe somebody will take a flyer on. He's not going to get 3.9 mil, obviously. He's probably going to end up having to accept he could end up having to accept under 2 mil. Once the initial frenzy of signings are done, because we know Lucic's going to market for sure now. I'm sure you're going to touch on that shortly, but I'm just bringing that up. I mean, these guys, there's a lot of talented guys who are going to be available this summer, and once they're snapped up and all the money's gone, guys like Justin Schultz are going to be left scrambling for crumbs. So, but they'll definitely be interested in him.
Yeah.
Everywhere but in Edmonton.
No, not even. Well,
not in Edmonton. Not in Edmonton. He does not want to go back there. No.
They had a new spiffy place, though.
Edmonton bring pain. Edmonton bring pain. Anyway.
We move forward. Justin Schultz getting St. Louis Le Blues getting calls on Kevin Shattenkirk and Brian Elliott.
Yes.
So Shattenkirk, I mean Elliott, I can see he did have a solid postseason, but he's a guy very streaky, very up and down, has no consistency, and when he does, short spurts and is consistently good or consistently bad. Shattenkirk's interesting to me. Obviously, he looks like the odd man out on that defensive fantasticness the Blues, quote-unquote, had. So, Shattenkirk, Elliott, handicap how much they'll go for, Lyle. Pack of bucks.
Well, Elliott's not going anywhere, to be honest.
Zero movements on those chicken fingers, kids.
Zero movement on those. Well, because there's already been reports out of St. Louis indicating that the Blues are looking at keeping that tandem together for another season. Jake Allen and Brian Elliott are both signed through next season. Allen will be restricted free agent at the end of the season. They'll obviously protect him in the expansion draft. Elliott will be an unrestricted free agent. Hasta la bye-bye that way. But they were comfortable with that tandem because once one got into trouble or went through a bad phase, the other one jumped in and played very well. Let's be honest. For a good stretch of the season, Jake Allen was the man, but then he struggled, down the stretch. They handed the reins to Brian Elliott, and he got them to all the way to the Western Conference Final for the first time in 15 years. So, they don't want to quite give up on that chemistry just yet. Not saying that, hey, if somebody came forward and made a mind-blowing offer, they wouldn't do it, but they want to keep them together. But Shattenkirk, that's the prize right there. That's the prize. Now, Darren Dreger was saying that the Blues would like another opportunity to take a run at re-signing him, but we got to be honest here. They're not going to have the money for it. They're just not. Jaden Schwartz is going to cost a lot of money to re-sign. I reckon around 5.5 mil a season. They want to keep Backus if they can. I think Troy Brower's a goner. But Backus, I think they'd like to keep if he's willing to accept a reasonably priced deal. But then you've also got these other younger kids in their system as well that they're going to want to keep down the road as well. And as you mentioned, with their defense, especially Colton Parayko, him coming up and just having a fantastic season, that has helped make Shattenkirk expendable. And that was something that was interesting I noticed in the playoffs. Parayko thrived under the pressure. Shattenkirk
crumbled a bit.
Kind of crumbled there. So, yeah, I think that they're going to entertain some serious offer. And the rumor mill is really buzzing right now about Shattenkirk. Right now, he is the guy considered most likely to move by this weekend. with my luck, it'll happen when I'm on the flight coming over. Jesus, does WestJet have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Help me out here.
They
Good.
should.
Good. Then I'll be able to keep an eye on that on the way. But anyway, well, I don't know. I haven't flown WestJet before, and it's been 5 years since I last flown. Anyway, I don't understand all these newfangled things. But anyway,
It's going to cost you $48,000 to rent for an hour.
no. But anyway. No. But yeah, Shattenkirk. I think they know there are teams that are really keen to get him. The Boston Bruins would love to be able to get a hold of him. The Edmonton Oilers would too, but they prefer to send Shattenkirk to an Eastern Conference team, and he's really not that keen to go to Edmonton. It's the same old story, isn't it, kids? Yeah. Awkward. But there is some serious interest there in Shattenkirk, so I think they get themselves a good return. Yeah, I think Shattenkirk could be wearing a new uniform by this Saturday.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see how that all goes this weekend at the draft.
Wow.
I'm actually looking because since I have to do work, I have to figure out where the hell the kid that I have to talk to will go. So that's gonna be a fun time.
Mm-hmm. I'll just be sitting there typing like mad. So occasionally we'll get some bids. We're gonna do segments and shit. You're gonna have to do the rundown. You're gonna have to give me the rundown of what we're doing, Scotty, because I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing until Saturday afternoon anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Right on. Why are we whispering?
Johnny's gonna golf. That's all I know.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hey, Johnny, you gonna golf?
That's why we're whispering.
Oh, okay. Thanks for conference. What you gotta do is you make sure you don't get a penalty stroke. I don't know what we're yelling about. What?
Oh, Marco. Oh, man. I'm going to miss you at the draft this year, brother. God damn.
One person that won't miss him, Sean Leahy. He hates them forever.
What did you guys do now? What do you do now? Did I tell you to wait until I got there before you started pissing him off? Come on.
No, it's he hates Mark forever.
Oh, okay.
That's because Mark doesn't show up anymore. Mark stopped showing up to things.
It's true. I can't be at everything anymore.
No. Mark has responsibilities. So Jesus. Mark, I'm leaving the wife and kids behind. Left them in a different country for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Well, I divorced one of them, and the other one just didn't want to come with me. Like, I don't like wind. I'm like, I can't. Yeah, they're a terrible mobile company. You're right.
Oh dear, oh dear.
By the way, I've looked at 2 mock drafts.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has the kid that I have to go for, Tyson Jost, at number 9. One doesn't have him in the first.
Oh. Where did I have him? Let me just take a look. I did a mock draft too, I did
a massive difference between 9 and not even the
I got
first
one.
round.
NHL.com has 13.
I did a mock draft. If I can find it, where is it?
I did a mock draft too. Ooh, I'm a draft.
That's a good mock draft.
USA Today has him in 12. So aside from
Okay, here we go. I did my mock draft for the Guardian here, not the Guardian England.
PEI Guardian.
The PEI Guardian covers Prince Edward Island like the dew. That's the masthead. And I have Tyson Jost going 12th overall with the Ottawa Senators.
It seems like that he's in that 9 to 15.
Yeah, I noticed that too when I was researching this. I was checking out some other people's mock drafts, and yeah, some had him a little higher, some had him a little low, but yeah, right around between 9 and 13 is where he usually tends to end up.
Yeah, my NHLDraft.com has him with Minnesota, which for a kid at UND would be tempting for him just to not jump.
Yeah, I've got Kiefer Bellows going 15th with Minnesota. I just did the top 15. So.
Point of order.
Why?
Point of order.
Why?
This is going out to Sean Leahy.
Oh, okay.
Because he is a Penguins fan. This is also out to Sean Gentile, but I know he doesn't listen to this show. Or Gentili, however you pronounce it. I think it's Gentili. Point is this. Kiefer Bellows, when he gets drafted, I want a Pittsburgh fan, a Pittsburgh media member to yell out in the media room, "You're the best, Bellows." Do
your best Brian Trottier.
I will put a
You're a
shot
fucking star, fellows.
on.
You're a fucking star.
Challenge to Sean Leahy,
Ah,
Brian Metzer,
ah,
Tilly.
oh, that'd be great.
At
You're the
Keep
best, Bellows. You're a fucking superstar, Bellows. Oh man, do your best, Brian Trottier. Yeah.
Yeah. That would probably get him thrown out, but that would be worth it. I would give them $20 and buy the first round. I think that's worth getting thrown out of an NHL meeting.
Ah, there you go.
Especially the first round that drags on forever.
Especially if we get a lot of trades too.
Exactly. And then call him a tit fucker for no reason whatsoever. Which I don't know why that's a bad thing.
you make that sound like it's a bad thing. some people are into that.
Listen.
Yeah. You roll around on the ice like a fucking
Yeah.
a broad.
And he has to reach over the bench to yell at him. Hope you beat your case.
My.
So there we go.
All right. We're going to hell. But
You
anyway.
know what? We got 13 minutes left.
Okay.
We got 13 minutes left.
Oh.
And we're going to go with the taste sensation that's sweeping the nation. Name that mascot. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Da da da
Name
da
that
da dee,
mascot.
da 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 ya da 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 ya. Fire bad.
All
Anyway.
right, we are going. Kyle.
They're looking at their phones. No fair. They're looking at their phones.
It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Which Potato
It's time for Which Patonzo Mascot Is It?
Which Patonzo is it? Which Patonzo is it?
All right, gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. Defunct AHL and ECHL teams.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Bring in defunct. Bring in defunct. Bring in
We
defunct.
will start off with Lyle Richardson.
I so suck at this game. But anyway,
You're going to be great, buddy.
put your phone down, Mark.
Lyle, you like Garth Brooks?
Do I? No.
All right. Well, then you won't know of his great song, Call him Baton Rouge, and that's where we're going to start off with you, Lyle. We're going to call Baton Rouge in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the Red Stick, the capital city, BR, the chemical city, Baton Rouge.
Is that on the periodic table, BR?
I think it is.
That's barium, isn't it?
Maybe.
I should
I
get a
thought that was
I should get a
BA.
point if I should get a point if it is.
No.
I thought that was BA.
Yep, BA
No,
and
that's your
barium.
bachelor. No, that's your Bachelor of Arts. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So
Anyway.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Okay.
founded in 1699, partying like it's 1699. Prince, I love you. And we will go with that. The Baton Rouge defunct ECHL team.
Oh, what was the name of the team?
Yes, what was the name that mascot?
No, that's what you're trying to answer.
Yeah.
Lyle. You
Oh,
can't answer that.
You can't ask us.
oh, damn! I thought I
That
could
would've been
catch you.
great
Thought I
if
could.
Johnny
I
was
know.
like-
I was
when
trying to
Johnny
catch.
just, like,
I was
took
trying to catch you. You guys are too quick for me. This morning. I thought I could slip that in there. Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge Batons.
Sorry.
I ain't gonna hear that a lot.
Their former coach was Pierre Maguire.
The Baton Rouge Big Mouths. The Baton Rouge
Close.
Bald Eagles. The Baton
Close.
Rouge Balding Big
All right,
Mouths.
you're closer with big mouths.
The Baton Rouge Cottonmouths. The Baton
No,
Rouge.
you've already
Oh.
wasted your
Oh,
chances.
all right,
The
okay.
Baton Rouge Kingfish. The Baton Rouge
Nice.
Kingfish. Now we go to Mark with a C.
All right.
Mark with a C.
I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
busy.
gonna be
Never
the
has
first-
a
I'm gonna be the first one.
defunct
I got a
ECHL
feeling.
You got a feeling? You
I got a
got.
feeling.
Here
I'm
we
gonna be
go.
the first one to get
We're
one.
going. This is a place you're not going to with us. Buffalo.
Oh.
The Buffalo team in the AHL, they were replaced because the Sabres came into town. Name the defunct AHL Buffalo team.
The River Rats. that's Albany, but you know.
Sorry. The
The
city
Bison?
of good neighbors, the Queen City, the city of no illusions, the Nickelback City. I don't think that was
The
the right one.
Nickelback City.
Nickelback.
The Queen City of the Lakes and City of Light, Buffalo, were housing the Bisons.
Yes. Why didn't I get that one? Damn you!
Because it
I
would've been-
knew that one. I knew that one. I said it. I said Bisons. Damn it!
Show off.
Sorry.
That's the only one I know, too. You bastard! I could have won. I could have
It's
won.
okay, Lyle. You got a couple chances left. Johnny P, are you ready? We're going to your favorite place, Johnny. You've told me this many a times in your sleep while you were sleep talking. I think you were snoring.
Shreveport.
We are going to the River City, the bold new city of the South, where Florida begins. The River City, I said it again, Jayville, Jackstown, Jacksonville, Florida. They had an ECHL team there from 1995 to 2000.
Ooh, it's in your wheelhouse.
Name me the Jacksonville ECHL defunct team.
The Ice Gators.
Ooh, I like the sound of that, though.
No, that was Louisiana,
Oh.
the Ice Gators. But you were thinking of what you should have thought of, sorry, was the Jacksonville Lizard Kings. You thought of Reptile.
I did go
thought of
Reptile.
Hey, I thought that was a good guess myself.
It's a hell of a
Damn.
guess.
I thought it
Yeah.
was shit.
All right.
Well, you're like OJ. You're like OJ. You're not going to Buffalo because you don't like it.
Look, there's two schools of thought on this, guys. And both are wrong.
Okay.
All right, Lyle. Where
Yes,
do
sir.
we go with you?
That's what he's going to be saying by the end of the draft. Where the fuck are we going with this guy?
Where the fuck do we go with him? We can't just
Fucking-
take him anywhere. He's
kick-
fucking wearing socks and sandals, like
Fucking
one of the
Wheeler.
Key Westerners, like a Key Westerner.
Key Western. Is that such a thing? Key Westerner?
Key Westerner? Yeah, of course. He wears sandals all the time.
Oh, okay.
Pretty loose.
Okay.
We are going to go to Lyle. You like horse racing. I know that for a fact. You told me that many a time over the phone. So we are going to Lexington, Kentucky.
Actually, I do like horse racing. to tell you the
Exactly. That's why I said it. What, you think I'm going to lie to you? Lie to these people out here? I will every time. Lyle,
That's a lie.
we're going to Athens of the West in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
The Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky. They housed the team there at the Rump Arena. Rump and a bump.
Bumpa bumpa.
1996 to 2001. Lyle,
Hmm.
name the AHL team that was in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh. Ooh, I think I should know this. The Lexington Belmonts.
Sorry. We were looking for Kentucky Thoroughblades.
Damn.
The Kentucky.
The Thoroughblades, of course. The horse. Why was I thinking Belmont? That's not in Kentucky.
That's in New York.
Jesus.
You're a stupid idiot.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. To make that egregious a mistake when I know that Belmont is in New York. Yes, I'm a stupid idiot. Yes, I am.
We could even isolate that sound clip too. Lyle saying, "Yes, I'm a stupid idiot."
Yes, I am.
Clip that. All right, here we
Flip
go.
it. There you go.
Johnny P.
Every time I get a trade wrong, I'm a stupid idiot.
There you go. All right, we're going to. You know what? Johnny P told me on a trip one time, drunkenly. You know what? I love Iggy Azalea. And what better way to compliment that to go to the Azalea City, the city of Six Flags, the port city of Mobile, Alabama. They had an ECHL team there from 1995 to 2002. Johnny P, name the Mobile ECHL team.
Ooh, the one that got around.
Huh?
I get it, because baby.
Because they're mobile.
Mobile, Alabama, Johnny P.
Mobile.
Mobile.
I'm gonna go with the. Damn it! I have no clue, literally.
Really?
I'm gonna go with the Mobile Razorbacks.
Sorry. We're looking for Mobile Mystics. The Mobile Mystics.
Yeah, no chance.
Okay. No chance in hell.
No chance in hell.
Mark?
Yeah.
One time Mark said to me, you know what? I love repeats. So we're going back to Lexington, Kentucky. Because there was an ECHL team in Lexington, Kentucky from 2002 to 2003.
Don't say Belmonts.
They played one season in the ECHL.
And then they got shot behind the chemical shed.
Name the
Oh my God, that was good.
Bing for Johnny.
Woo. Oh man.
This is gonna be so much more fun in person.
Yes, it is. It is. It's gonna be a lot. It always is. It always is. Okay.
Mark, name that team.
The Lexington Thorough Sticks.
I like how you went with the horse theme, but
Yes.
the wrong theme. Sorry.
Sorry, he says.
The Lexington Men of War. The Lexington.
Oh.
I remember that team actually. That's a
horse,
good name.
of course.
I would have gone with Lexington Markets, but
I
that
would've
probably
gone
was wrong
with-
too.
I would go in Lexington Secretariats too.
That's true. Here we go. Lyle!
Yeah, oh Jesus, yes. Good God. Are you there, Lord? Yes. Woo.
Lyle, you
I suck at this. I know.
you're fine. No, it's that's good. It's okay.
It's gonna
Okay.
be 3 weeks in a row that we haven't gotten
Why
one right.
couldn't you? But I could have gotten the Buffalo one if he asked me. I knew that
Yeah,
one.
but you weren't asked a question, and that's not how this game works.
Damn it!
True. It's true.
God damn it! Anyway.
Lyle said to me, you know what, Scotty? He said this to me in a telegram. He said, as much as I like Little Rock, I love North Little Rock more. And I said, well, why is that? He said, because this specific team played at the Alltel Arena from 1999 to 2003. He said he loved this team. He will never forget the nickname of this team. Lyle, name the team in North Little Rock, Arkansas, known as the Arkansas Blanks, that played in the Alltel Arena. The team that you said you would never forget.
The Arkansas Clintons.
Sorry. The Arkansas Riverblades. The Arkansas Riverblades.
Ah,
That's a good name too. I like
By the
that.
way, they were originally supposed to be called the Razor Blades because of and they had the Razorback hog, but the University of Arkansas objected to that name and sued them, so they had to change it to the Riverblades. True story.
Oh,
True
good
story.
Lord. That's a sad. That's a sad guy.
Johnny. Johnny.
sure.
Johnny. You, sir, told me once your favorite draft trip was 2004 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Wake County, the city of Oaks, you called it, because that's what they called it too. And you told me you would never have gotten into hockey if not for this team that played in Raleigh, North Carolina in the ECHL from 1991 to 98. You said, this is the team that made me like hockey, Scotty. And you stared me in the eye and you said, this is the team. What was that team name in Raleigh, Johnny? It's really hard to do a serious thing when you want to credit for every line you say, by the way.
I am gonna go with the. Wait, was it a Raleigh-based team or was it North Carolina?
They were based in Raleigh. It was
His name
Raleigh,
was
the Raleigh Blanks.
The Raleigh Blanks.
Ooh, I know.
Could you use the name in a sentence?
You almost got me there.
The blanks.
The Blanks became the Augusta Lynx.
I'm gonna go with the Raleigh cigarettes.
God, I thought you were gonna say Raleigh Fingers.
I thought so too.
Raleigh Fingers would have been awesome.
Sorry, it's the Raleigh Ice Caps. The Raleigh Ice Caps.
Yeah, no chance.
They're not even trying anymore.
Nah, the Raleigh Fingers would have been fantastic. would have had like Raleigh Fingers mustache night,
Mark.
And that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with something else, but this is a family show, so.
Yeah, sure. Rally finger in the bum.
They would
I
have
was
had
gonna
their-
say-
they would have
I
had
was
their
gonna say
signed
free-
chef
I was-
finger.
I was gonna say free mustache rides, but since
Oh.
you went there, mine was much cleaner. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Your
Much
mustache
cleaner.
was pretty clean.
All right,
Yes.
Mark, you have the last chance. You have the last chance to save us all.
Last chance. Last chance.
Mark, you once told me in a dream that you will never have a more beautiful trip than you did to the facts. From sea wealth. From the sea, wealth is the motto of Halifax, Nova Scotia. They had an AHL team from 1988 to 1993.
I fucking hate you. You son of a bitch.
Mark!
The Halifax Firebirds.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Can I guess
Sorry.
too? Can I try to?
Go ahead, Johnny, guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Halifax Blues.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now we can end the game.
Yeah, it's over. Lyle, you're gonna guess it. It's not gonna count for your point total.
No, I'm not gonna guess it. Piss
You're
on
not-
you.
You're not. See, it was either do that and screw you over, or screw everyone over and give Mark a softball.
Tell him.
The Halifax Citadels.
Mhm.
The Citadels of Halifax.
It wasn't the Moose either?
No,
No.
no, not the
That was the
Moosehead. The
Moosehead.
Citadels.
The Moose
Citadels.
Heads were the team that filled the void and still are there today.
Yeah.
The
There's a
option that I was going to give Mark was the Johnstown Chiefs. Was the other one.
As soon as you the Nova Scotia Halifax, it's like you son of a.
From the sea.
And if you had said AHL team from 1971, I was throwing this laptop through the friggin' wall. Because that was the farm team of the Canadiens, and it was the Nova Scotia Voyageurs, and I would have been furious with you. But anyway, it was bad enough that I knew. I'm like, he's going to goddamn Citadels.
I'm gonna put this down in the show notes. Name the mascot Rage.
Yeah. Oh, grr. I
Did
say
not-
to you.
Sorry guys, we're 0 for 9 in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but yes, the guys are two that I knew.
It wouldn't be fun if you knew it.
This
But
game
at
is
least
so
I
much
could have
harder.
had 1 week where I could have gotten one. Jesus.
Fine, Lyle, you want to feel better
Would.
about yourself before you go on your flight? You
No.
want to feel better about yourself?
No.
Lyle wants to feel better. You know what?
No.
Let's
No,
let
no,
Lyle
no
feel
favoritism.
better about himself.
No favoritism. No favoritism.
No,
No, I'm not playing. No, not playing. Not playing. La 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 la. Nope.
The Cougars.
I was going to ask you Chicago. Johnny answered the question. I was asking what WHA team played in Chicago. The Cougars.
Chicago, the Cougars. There you go.
On.
Johnny wins. Yay! I hate you forever.
All right. So for the draft show,
Ear.
depending on how many people we got, could be a cast of thousands.
Or it could be just us.
Could be just us.
It'll be fun either way.
We will do the IHL.
The
The IHL, the International Hockey League. The league that had 3 different iterations, yes, in the U.S. From 1929 to 2010, 3 different iterations. Gentlemen, you want Gong Show? You want 2 men in big pants playing a harmonica like in The Simpsons? This is going to be a Gong Show.
It's gonna be
We're
Gong Show.
drunk and trying to do it too.
Woo!
So there we go. Lyle,
So-
we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Or
will be
Friday for sure.
Friday morning for sure. If it's too late in the evening when I get in, but as I said, we will see. We will see.
We will hook up sometime.
I will definitely be seeing you probably in the morning for sure.
There you go. Sounds
Okay,
good.
guys.
Safe travels.
Same to you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Gonna
We'll
miss
see
you there,
Friday.
Mark. Have a good weekend,
Yes,
man.
yes. I will try and join on Saturday afternoon
Looking
if
forward
I'm
to it.
around.
Looking forward to it.
Saturday.
Saturday. All right. Safe
Take care,
trip,
Lyle.
guys. See you tomorrow.
Lyle Richardson, SpectorsHockey.net, HockeyNews.com, P.I. Garland, I am the Guardian, and maybe at times Bleacher Report. So, Johnny P, before you leave or go to sleep and go to Buffalo after that, shout-outs for the kids.
Yes. I'll give a shout out to Buffalo. We're coming to see you. And I mean, I have a shout out to the Travel Studio. I think it'll be a fun time. Things will work. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi is good.
There you go.
Sold.
Done. Dusted. Love it.
Shout
Mark.
out John Michael Montgomery as well.
There you go. John Michael. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Mr. C. Mr.
I'm currently watching highlights from the Chile-Mexico 7-0 drubbing, as narrated by Jim Ross.
Oh my God. It's gotta be
Sounds
good.
fantastic.
It's good
Actually.
stuff. It's really good. Anyway, shout out to these headphones that I'm gonna take to work tomorrow and try at my desk. I think they're slightly noise canceling as well. Have you noticed that? When you put them on, you can't really hear anything in the outside world. They don't really.
They sounded actually pretty good when I used them earlier.
Yeah. And I just found out that there are letters on the inside of them telling you which ear is which, so that's good too. That's about all I got, I think. Shout out to Tobey Maguire's birthday is on Monday, so is Captain Kangaroo's.
Wow.
Yeah. And Jim Johnson, former closer for the Orioles.
Oh, I thought you meant Jim Johnson, the guy who does all the WWE music.
Sadly, no. That would have been more fun.
Maybe next time, though.
Yeah. That's it.
I will give a shout out to Jen, the history girl, for putting up my antics, and she's feeling sick, so she's getting better though. She's also ironing my clothes because I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Katie for putting up with my garbage for an hour as we talked on Skype. It was good times. Shout out to 4 days off work. Shout out to driving to Fargo and getting a flight. Sure. Why not? And shout out to seeing Johnny and Lyle and Sean and Greg and such at the party. If you're there, check us out. If you are in Buffalo area, please let us know, and we will see if we can get you in on the Saturday event. Live from the Inn at Lackawanna. Lackawanna. I hardly know. I don't know what that meant. All right. I got to go to bed. I got to drive an hour in like a couple hours. So for Johnny P, we're going to see. I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself. And someone else has been Face Off Hockey Show on FaceOffHockeyShow.com. Also Twitter, FaceOffHTKY Show. FOHS Radio on the Facebook and wherever else you get your podcast. Go download it there. So that's it. Till we guys talk to you either Friday or Saturday. Definitely Saturday, but maybe Friday. Peace.